cricketers do break their fingers, but it's basically trying to catch, jamming their fingers in the ground, or when they're. But very seldom do you find somebody's fingers being hit and fractured because of that. So I think all that was a little hard to digest, and so I think it came out because I don't know why, but I think at that stage, because the book was written about maybe 2-3 months after that, and the story about the book is also quite interesting in the sense I was working at that stage for a company called Associated Cement Companies, and I was working in the marketing department, and the head of the department said to me, "Look, we don't really want to burden you with any work. We would like you to visit our different factories and meet the different people. That is the kind of work that we would like you to do, where you meet and speak with these people. But we won't give you any official work." But I was pretty conscientious enough to go every morning at 9:30. Also, I think I had to go because my uncle Madhav Mantri, who played 4 Test matches for India, he was also in the same department, and he was such a disciplinarian that you could not afford to go 5 seconds late to the office. If you went 5 seconds late to the office, you would be marked as absent. There would be a cross against you in the roster that was maintained. And so if you did that 3 times a month, then you lost one of your casual leaves. Those days you had those 10 days casual leave and 30 days privilege leave and I think 10-15 days of sick leave or something like that. So I think that used to happen. So I would go to the office and had nothing to do. I would look around. I had exhausted in the month of June, July. I'd completely and totally exhausted reading all the previous files relating to all the factories, and to try and get as much information about all the different factories the Associated Cement Companies had. And so how do I pass my time? That is when I started writing my experiences. And that is when Sharat Kotnis, the late Sharat Kotnis of Sportsweek, had come to see me for something. And he said, "What are you doing?" So I said, "Well, I'm just writing this." So he said, "Can I have a look?" So he had a look at it and he said, "Oh, this can be made into a book." And I said, "Book?" So he said, "Yeah, we can make it into a book." And so that's how things progressed from there. So it was basically me trying to pass my time from 9:30 to 5:30 in the office, and with nothing to do. And that's how the first book, The Sunny Days, came through, only because of that. I was barely 5 years in international cricket. I started in 1971, 1976 December. 1976 December, the book came out. So after 5 years, nobody writes an autobiography. An autobiography is written generally when you've got 10-15 years in the game or something like that. But it came as an autobiography, and as I said, that time the feelings about the West Indies were very fresh, very hard to digest, and that's why some of the things that were said came out. But if you give me another chance, I think I'll say it differently.
Well, yeah. Now, I'd just like to add one footnote to it. I talked to Clive Lloyd